In this video, we are going to talk about TransferWise, what it is, how it works, if it's safe to use, and my overall experience with that through my years of the usage. I've been using TransferWise for about 4 or 5 years right now. I've started using it as a freelancer, and honestly, it's one of the best ways to receive money as freelancer. Even now, as I'm working remotely, I still receive parts of my income to TransferWise directly to fund it, so I will be able to use it. What is the TransferWise? Back in the time, they started as a peer-to-peer conversion system. You were able to buy dollars, euros, etc., any currency directly from the other person who wants to sell that. So basically, it's a marketplace, right? So the thing they did is that you are paying the flat fee to actually convert your currency. So this is what they were taking. Because of that, they are able to provide the best possible conversion rate for your transfer in any currency base. Through the years, their model changed a little bit, and right now they are focusing on sending money online to other countries and receiving payments in the currencies. So let's look into how it works. Usually, to send money from one country to another, you will use international transfer and you will get a worse conversion rate. So let's say I would like to send some money from US, so to some other European country, let's say Poland. And let's say I need to send some specific amount. So let's say it's 20,000 of Polish zloty. The conversion rate, as I will show you later on, for this transfer from your bank account, usually it will be much worse. So you will need, let's say the usual conversion rate is 4. So usually you would need $5,000. And by usually I mean the market conversion rate. You would need 5,000 USD. But after the conversion rate that bank is going to offer you, and they will offer you something like 3.8, let's say, you will need not $5,000, but you will need more. You would need 5,263. So first, you are overpaying $200 just on the conversion. Then, to actually conduct the transfer, it will be the international transfer. So in here, we have a border, right? And we need to cross that. And usually banks use something like Swift or SEPA payments for that. So US bank will have to make this transfer. And sometimes they use the third bank account that is somewhere in the middle. That bank account is used to verify the transfer, etc. So they send it here, and then the bank account send it here. And all of this situation here is expensive, and it's takes some time. So usually it's about $12, so 12 to, it can go up to 60, 70, etc., depending on the amount that you're going to send. This is number one. And number two is that this transfer can take from 3 to 7 days if everything goes well. If something is off, if bank will request the verification, etc., it can go longer. Now, let's look into the same situation with the TransferWise. So we have US bank account and we have our Polish bank account. So we would like to send the same amount, and with the TransferWise, you're going to receive the market conversion rate. So you will go to receive 4. This is just for sake. We will check the exact conversion rate later on. So you will spend 5,000 without 263 that you would overpay otherwise. And next, here is the trick that TransferWise does. So their transfers are not international, their transfers are local. So once you would like to send this $5,000 to 20,000 PLN, so to Polish zloty, what you are going to do instead with the TransferWise is that TransferWise will send this $5,000 to TransferWise account. So right now they called wise.com, but when I registered they were TransferWise. You will send this money to them first, and then TransferWise, who have the account in Poland, a separate one, they will send the equivalent of that amount in the Polish zloty to your account. So it will be 20,000, right? They will send to your account. And as you can see with that situation, let me increase the line. With that situation, we didn't cross the line. So the transfer was not international, and you didn't pay the Swift fees, SEPA fees, the bank fees, etc. You just sent money to TransferWise. They confirmed that they received this amount, and they sent this amount to you. That's basically it. Because of that scheme, the TransferWise payments are much faster and much cheaper. This is what we understand. Next, are they safe? Basically, they have accounts all over the world. So they have accounts in each country. And because of that, they have to register the businesses in each country. And in order to register a financial institution like that, so you will be able to open all of these accounts, you have to go through the regulations in each country, and in each country they are different. Some countries push them to want securities, right? So they have to secure the payments with X amount. Some countries will have that in different way, but basically they're regulated, like really. That gives us two things. First, it's safe. Another one is that if you are not verified, chances are your transfer can get frozen and your money will be withheld until you verify yourself. And that leads us to the question if that's a scam. So all of the comments that you can read online, majority of them at least the one that I saw, they basically say that my account was frozen, etc. They kept my money, blah blah blah. But these people do not mention that they just didn't go through the verification process. So they wanted to send, let's say, $2,000 without any verification, just by using an app and registering with one email address. That's it. If you will really think about that, that's just stupid. Because imagine yourself going to the bank account of yours, giving them your email address and saying, hey, send this money to this person, without any verifications whatsoever, especially for international kind of transfers. This is just impossible. That's why sometimes they will request you to verify identity. And here comes the first tip. I recommend you to get verified before your first transfer, right? So top up some money to your account. So send their $50 to top up your bank account first. With that, go ahead and verify yourself. To verify yourself, you can check it on their website if that didn't change, but usually you would need to provide them with ID, proof of address, and then selfie with your ID. That is more than enough. They used to send an emails to your address, so once you add your address and add the proof of address, they used to send the actual mail, so to check if you would receive that, if you're not lying that you're living there. I'm not sure if they're doing that still, but once you've done that, you should be pretty good. Based on my experience, I can tell you that you can keep pretty significant amounts there. So I don't think I've ever crossed like $15,000 to $18,000 mark on my TransferWise. So if your payments are below that, you definitely should be good. I'm not sure yet if you will top up it with $100,000 or 200 or 500. I'm not sure what's going to happen if they're going to request extra verification. Another thing I wanted to mention is that TransferWise does not withhold your taxes and does not report on your taxes. They tell that it's your responsibility, you have to do it on yourself. So that also gives some flexibility if you have residences in different countries and you want to control how you report on your taxes. So let's look into TransferWise and let's see how it works. Right now we are on the homepage. You can register a free account with them if you want to. I will put my link in there so you can have some free transfer. Let's pretend that we would like to send $5,000 to Poland, right? As you can see, the conversion fee first, it will be $8. This is the transfer fee, right? We can also use the wire transfer. $25 of the fee from TransferWise. Then you receive the actual amount that is going to be sent, and then you can see the conversion rate, right? So let's look into conversion rates and let's compare it. As we can see right now, USD to PLN is 471.38. So let's do the same, USD to PLN. Conversion rate for this transfer would be 471.44, while here we have 471.38. So if we compare that to any bank account, so let's go here, let's say, so Polish banks offer right now 454 compared to 471. So the difference is huge. If we would look into that difference on this transfer, right? So if we would like to send $5,000 with that rate, so that would be 23,569, so 23,569. If we will use the local conversion rate that you would actually receive in the bank, if you will go to the bank with that same transfer, you will receive 454. It will be 22,700. So you lose almost 1,000 Polish zloty in this transfer, right? That's huge if you will actually think about that. So that's the conversion rate alone. It basically wins the situation. Let's look into the registration process. So to register, you provide your email address in here, this one. Okay, then you decide what type of account you would like. Then you would need to specify the country of residence, and this is really interesting. So you will need to specify the country where you live, not the country of your citizenship, right? So if you're a resident in some other country, you can use this country to register. So I have a residence in Poland, so I was able to register my TransferWise account under this country, and that helped me to get the card, because overall I'm Ukrainian and Ukraine cannot get the cards yet. So let's proceed. Then you provide your phone number. You will receive the 6-digit security code, and then you add the password, and that's basically it. So right now we are in my account. Let me show you how to actually make the transfer once you have that. Again, I recommend you to top up your TransferWise account with some money. You can do it in several ways. So let's say I would like to send some Polish zloty to my TransferWise account first to kind of verify it. I will choose that account. If you don't have account, you can, on your left, you can open new account in any time. I will use that one for now. You click add. Then you decide how much you want. I recommend to send about $50 to $100, so you will feel safe that it actually works. So I will use 400 zloty for now. And then you choose how you would like to top it up. So usually I go with the debit card. It's the easiest and the fastest method. As you can see, it should arrive in seconds with that. For manual transfer from your bank account, it will be about 5 hours. Once you will do the transfer, you will see the money in your TransferWise, and you will be able to use it in any way that you would like to. Once you've sent some money to your TransferWise and you receive them, you know it works, I would recommend you to go through the verification process. So add as much details about yourself as possible, so address, email, phone number, etc. Go through the verification process. I believe you would need an app for that, and their app is awesome, so make sure to download that. And once you're verified, this is when I would recommend you to actually start receiving and sending transfers. You can do it before, for sure, but to not have the situation when your transfer is kind of frozen, I would recommend to go through the verification first. So let me show you how transfer works. So let's click send money. You will need to choose the amount where you would like to send it from. So I will use my Wise amount. Next, you choose the amount you would like to send. So let's say it's $500 to my Polish account, right? So we'll click continue. Next, if you already sent some money, you will see the list of your recipients in here. If you would like to make a new transfer, right, you can choose either it's myself if you're sending to your account, someone else, and business in charge if you're paying for services. I will use myself here. In order to receive a transfer to local bank account, you would just need the account number. If you have IBAN, then provide the IBAN, and in my case I also have the card. These options are different for each country. In some countries it will be just one option, in some it will be 4 or 5. It really depends on the country here. So I will use local bank account. I will provide the number here and click confirm. Okay, next it will specify the details of my transfer, like what they can offer, right? So total fees will be 91 cents, so about 1% of the transfer. The amount that's going to be converted is $99, and then the conversion rate guaranteed is here. Here's the amount that I'm going to receive and the balance afterwards. And then you click confirm and send. Right now I won't do that, I would rather keep my money here. So now let's look into how to receive transfers via TransferWise. So on our left you can see all of the accounts that I have. You can open additional ones, you will just choose like the currencies that you want, etc. So let's say someone from Australia would like to send me some money. So I will set up a new currency account for myself. And here you can see the account, right? So next you will be able to receive account details after you go through the verification that is sometimes required. So here you can see I'm already verified. So I'm receiving the bank details inside Australia for the local transfer, and this is what you will usually use. So if someone is in Australia and would like to pay you, you will either send them to the wise.com so they will be able to send you the money there, or you will send them these account details and then you will be able to receive the transfer. What these accounts give you ability to do is basically to get some of the verifications sometimes, because you can receive a statement from your account in your name via PDF. That will help you to get the verification, show that statement to some institutions, etc. when you need to get the verification going. Once you've received the money in, let's say, USD, and you would like to be able to spend them in your local currency, you can convert money right here on top. So I click convert, and then I choose the accounts that I already have, and I decide what amount of USD I would like to convert, or I can do otherwise. I can decide what amount I would like to receive in that currency and continue. Once you've converted that amount, you can send it. And again, this conversion, as you can see, has the lowest fee and the most accurate conversion rate. So again, you are not losing money in here. So that's it for today. I hope we covered the topic of TransferWise account. I have a separate video here on TransferWise card, how it works, what are the fees, how to get one, how long it took for me, and what you can do with that. And you can do a lot of cool stuff with TransferWise cards. If you like this video, I would like to see more content like that, consider subscribing to the channel. I try to post every week and hope my content will help you later on. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and have a great day. See you. Bye.